the Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Hello everybody.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Exterminate. Hopefully the audio is all good. No crackle or crazy volume levels. There's all sorts of things can go wrong overnight, especially if they change the code. But I think it's working alright. I'll just catch up with the side chat. Looks like it's up and running. I don't think Gabber's awake yet. I don't think I've seen him in the side chat. Sightins, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. I don't want to do a lengthy roll call like Goofon does. UFO Bro, yeah, I didn't actually see a link to your video in the end. You're going to have to follow that video instructions, how you copy the link and paste it into Discord. But if you need my email address, if you're really confused, it's just the Out There channel 2016. It's quite a long name, at gmail.com. It's quite easy to remember, you see. 2016 is when I started the channel, you see. Shogun, thanks for joining us. Who else we got here? I think we've got about 3 in it. Okay, it's all good. I guess the audio is working. It's a bit hard to monitor yourself on the same device, you see. I can sort of see what's being sent to Google, but I can't guarantee what Google's getting, especially if they muck around with the code. Just need to do a few things here. Post up the side, grab that one. I'll just open up the chat again in a minute. So far it's going alright, fingers crossed. Yep, I can just minimize it. I should use the control panel more. I keep saying that, but I keep forgetting. always so busy, you know, thinking of what I'm going to say, because it's unscripted, you see. And sometimes pronouncing some names and words gets a bit tricky for me. And it doesn't come out right. It's just more stuff for the haters to attack me over, I guess. Can't be perfect. I'm always learning, same as you guys. Got to keep on learning. And this computer stuff is always changing. Ever since I've been in the computer field, I always was the one to learn it and actually be able to service it. And often you get shown at once, and you've got to have really a photographic memory when you're learning. So in this industry, people don't like to repeat themselves in IT industry. Although I've been out of it for 20 years now since. It's a long story, but I had an ex-boss that basically made it so I could never work in IT again when I worked in Australia. So yeah, mostly it's to do recruitments. You know, IT's pretty much recruitment based. So yeah, it's a long story. It's not a very nice story. What happened to me? Yeah, but yeah, it certainly was a life experience and a big learning curve. Yeah, I have the habit of defending people's rights in the workforce. When I see something that's not right, I've got to speak out, and that always gets me in trouble, you see. Especially with bosses who are incompetent asses, generally. How some of these people got positions to be managers, I don't know, but I think most of them are psychopaths. Literally, you know, especially when I worked for banks, there was a very psychopath, you do as you're told mentality. And it's the same in IT industry, because they tend in Australia to recruit ex-army men, which aren't the best bosses. What you need is someone that understands people and can talk in lay terms, right? Instead of up yourself technical stuff like PhDs tend to do, right? They all started somewhere too. When you start talking about abbreviations and this and that, quantum bubbles and what's all the other terminology that's all coming out now, it sort of sounds like you're arrogant in talking down to people rather than talking with the people, you know. So, like I said, it's to be, you know, in the field that I was involved in, which was customer support and also technical, very technical. Like I was about the only person that could solve the problem in the whole place, you know. So, yeah, I had to deal with all sorts of students as well as tutors. Tutors can be very demanding, so can students, because they're paying, you see. But, yeah. Hey, we got Susie. I was just thinking about you last night and thinking, what happened to Susie? I think I upset her. And then Shogun wasn't showing up, and I thought, oh no, he's gone too. Who else is going? Thanks for joining us. Yes, a lovely day here in New Zealand. Nice sunny day. I should be working on my other camera, which I haven't again, because we've had all these other problems in the household that I had to deal with. Because, as you know, when I lost my job, I lost all my income, lost everything. I was back to bare bones, and they bailed me out, and I haven't managed to get out and live on my own ever since. I've sort of been on the down foot all the time, but it's a nice brand new house, brand spanking new, you know, and it was designed from the ground up. And yeah, aircon, it's got all the comforts of a 4-star motel. So I'm here to help out the parents with the technical stuff and wherever I can physically. Like I had to lift in the microwave yesterday, but then Mum broke the glass plate. I've put a little clip in the Discord if you've not seen it. I don't know what was in the head, but yeah, we try and get a replacement as near impossible, near Christmas as well. And it shattered into 3 bits, and you can't sort of glue it because it's for a microwave. And they went to a second-hand store, thought they had an identical piece, they overlaid it and all that. But it turns out it's 1 millimeter out, and that 1 millimeter out is enough so it doesn't actually clip into that spindle inside a microwave, so it rotates the glass plate. And the microwave's too brand new, a Samsung microwave oven, you see. So that was all the stress yesterday. As you know, that I do electronics, and and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we were rigging it up, and we were pushing it back and finding it was turning off the power switch. So we had to figure out a solution for that by putting some of the box and foam behind, so if you push the button it doesn't push back and turn off the switch. There's all sorts of things, because it's in a cubby hole and it's very hard to get to, and it's amazing how heavy a microwave is, even without the plate in it, the glass plate in it. Well, I don't think it's glass, I think it's Pyrex, because the way it's shattered. It's all that special microwave type glass anyway, but anyway. So now she's trying to hunt around, phone around, see if anyone's got spare parts in stock and how much it's going to cost. Sounds like, the microwave was like 350 New Zealand dollars, and that one part alone is worth about $40. So you got the middleman markup on that. Yeah, so yeah, apart from all that, everybody got stressed out yesterday over that. Because that microwave hasn't even been used, brand new, straight out the box, and within 10 minutes of unpacking it and getting it all set up, smash. Mum's really sick over it, and Dad's really upset about it, because he doesn't like spending extra money on something that was brand new. What can you do? It's just money, right? But yeah. It's just that we want to be able to use the microwave, and now we can't get a plate for it. Stupid, really. You got the freezing cold there. Right, this is why you need a house in New Zealand. So when it's freezing over there, you come to New Zealand to live for 3 months or whatever, and then go back to America. I think a few billionaires do that, Susan. There's quite a lot of Americans that bought flash houses over here, because to them the houses and everything over here is super cheap, So this house I live in might be valued now at over $800,000. That's like 400,000 US dollars, which is probably nothing for a house, right? And you get a lot of UKs also. UK has got $1 million properties, and it's just a little box on the street, right? And when they sell up and come over to New Zealand, it's like they're super rich, and they go and buy like 4 houses and rent out 3 and live in 1. Yeah, Susan is in Philadelphia, I think it was, if my memory serves me right. See, I'm not so forgetful like Goofon. I think we've lost a few people though. When Gabber was talking about weed and talking about he lives in a town full of weed heads, it sort of upsets some of the people out there that enjoy weed every day. But yeah. You can always bet a New Zealand or a Kiwi and an Australian will upset people. Yeah, we don't, we're really, I think Australia and New Zealand are still pretty anti-weed, and people driving under the influence with weed and drugs and alcohol now, because there's this, in Australia especially, there's been some horrific accidents. And I don't know if it's related to weed or not, because I don't know if the stats are correct or not. Yeah, so I better move on, I guess. Not sure if Gabber's going to join us. Yeah, I think there was it Stoner Girl? I haven't seen her around for a while, but the name Stoner sort of gives it away, doesn't it? But she's a Kiwi, and I'm not sure when she's around either, but I've done plenty of shows at different times, and you think that she would be around more, being supportive to a Kiwi channel, right? And Australians. Where's all the Australian ufologists? Where's all the New Zealand ufologists? Oh, right, some of them following Goof on for some reason, give them money. How stupid are they? I can't tell you how much that guy really pees me off, He's become a right shill for disinformation now. He's promoting old third phase stuff still, and they're recycling old CGIs. You know, the one with the moon. Well, there was 2 moon ones, and both of them were fake, right? No one, a CGI artist. What else they put up? It's all debunked CGI stuff again, and reflections and garbage, you know. I just don't understand why people would be watching them, because they're not interested. They're trying to make money, obviously. They're trying to develop a new movie or documentary, and so they're just recycling the old crap because they ain't got time to process all the millions of emails or new content they get every day to put it up on their channel. You know, they're talking horseshit when they start recycling stuff. Yeah, of course, I put up some clips as well, and I lost a few subs here. Looks like I found the cult of Phil Snyder online on BitChute and 3 unsubbed there. Although looks like I've gained 1 back on Rumble. And you can see YouTube keeps taking away my subs as well. It's been bouncing around from 256 to 257 all week. It's just crazy. Google's got it in for me again. What can I do but just talk about this stuff and see if anyone else has experienced the same bloody problems, you know. You can see I got no tabs open. But yeah, the Sky camera has been outside in the rain and gusty winds, and it's still holding up pretty good so far. Fingers crossed. And you can see this is why I don't do much sky watching. All week it's been like this. Then suddenly you get no clouds, and then 10 minutes later the clouds roll in again. But yeah, I have got some stuff that I've captured night and day, and I will play those on here because to share it you have to recompress it and lose quality. But you can see there it's ticking over nicely with VLC. And the bay window, I've re-angled it again, as you can see, so I could see planes coming this way, and also you can see this is a big rain cloud coming, and see if planes come this way. So I don't think we're going to see any planes today, but you never know. Looking, so that's what, it's nice and warm, because what happens is we can have rain but also warm winds, like a hairdryer. It's a really strange place to live, Christchurch, with the Canterbury Plains and the Alps. The heat just blows straight from Australia into slipstreams, and it cools down a wee bit. By the time it reaches New Zealand, it's still it goes from 45 degrees Celsius. By the time it reaches Christchurch, it's still like 24 degrees wind Celsius, and for the Americans, what is that? So when you get the hot sun and the hot winds at the same time, it really knocks you back. There's probably a lot of people complain about that in Christchurch, especially if they're outside working. 24 Celsius to Fahrenheit. 75 Fahrenheit. Okay, so the winds are that temperature at the moment probably out there. And you can see it's got rain clouds. So what happens is it creates increases the humidity. But yeah, it's going to be interesting if we hit the 30s over here. See if it really becomes a super hot summer. So it could easily quite reach 33°C. That's pretty standard for Australia, Brisbane, where I used to work before the boss thing and loss of job and all that sort of business. Well, contract, I should say. I was a contractor, so my job was insecure anyway. So yeah, 91 degrees. So yeah, it's bearable depending on the wind. You can see this is all the rain cloud over us at the moment, and Christchurch down here has a little bit, but look at this thing here. I think I'm not sure if it's coming down or passing by. Looks a bit like Florida. Yeah, when it rains, it rains. And plane tracker. I did actually log in, but it's already logged me out again. Welcome back. Well, that's what always happens, and I don't think you can get rid of that. Alright, I might be able to. So there are a few gliders around, believe it or not. Got these all little gliders, but no big planes at the moment. I got one coming up or going down. Some coming down to the airport here. Yeah. So I've got stuff in the folder here I need to go over. Does New Zealand have daylight savings? Unfortunately it does, and it's a real pain in the bum. Saw this article about scientists from New Zealand that went MIA in the South Pole. Well, I've not heard anything on the news or anything like that. How long ago was that? That sounds like a made up story from Linda Moulton Howe. Big surprise. Mars was super bright a few nights. Yes, you get, because you're on a different hemisphere, you get different stars to us. I've read lots to agree with the CBD treatment works, not placebo. Yeah, I think they're still trying to isolate what's the good compounds and that sort of stuff. They have closed down my channels. Alright, what did you talk about? Politics? Did you talk about the COVID being lies? That will get you done. That's sad. Scenes, booze, and farm have suppressed weed. Well, there's a lot more studies coming out. Especially now it's legal in some countries, right? I think even, is it Holland? Also rethinking the drugs thing over there because now they're seeing new problems. I haven't kept up with it, but yeah, it's not the one cure all for everybody, right? Some people it really does make them sicker, or it causes other problems. Psychosis is definitely confirmed, right? I think that's the word, isn't it? But anyway, we're not going to talk about weed. Okay, where do we begin? So, yeah, I was trying to test out my new cameras, which I think I may have knocked it, so I might need to check the angle again. And also got stuff on my Sky camera. Both got some interesting stuff in it. I was looking at the plane and we saw a flash in the sky, and I wasn't sure what it was because I didn't have it in real time with the apps running, and probably it's a bit old now to be able to go backwards in time just to check there was no planes there. But yeah, we'll go over it all, and first of all I might just start with the ghost stuff and get that out the way with, because there is some horrendous snoring. Okay, so I'm still tuning the cameras up. Most of my cameras come with also SD cards in it. So it writes to the SD card, but also sends a live stream to my recorder box in the kitchen. So there should be technically 2 copies. But what I was getting, I'm not sure if it's a limitation of the CPU and some of the cameras, but or whether you got the alarm set and it sort of wants to chop up the video into smaller chunks so it can be emailed. I'm not sure what is going on, but The MVR stream simply just lost a lot of footage, and the SD card broke it up into smaller bits, and I think it may have lost a few seconds here and there, which wasn't a good thing. Because normally it's set for 5-minute chunks, right? I've set it for, because they're nice little size to deal with, but they still end up being like maybe slightly too big for email. So yeah, it's still sussing it all out. But yeah, let's see, where do we begin? So just open that one up. Okay, so it's a hot night, so I got half the leg sticking out. Half body in, half body out. It's kind of strange. You get cold and then you get hot. That's why you always get disturbed. So you can see this is my second camera I've set up here, and the red, you don't see any white lights like this in the room, right? So what you're seeing here is the infrared flaring on the other camera, which is on black and white mode, which is night vision black and white. And you can see even the color lights show up black and white here, but they don't flare because I dimmed it down by putting some duct tape over it. So far I've not caught anything abnormal on the EMF meter, but maybe it's in the wrong place. Maybe I need to put it near the cupboard. But then I have to aim a camera at it. I would have to make sure this can see it from the other side. So on the other camera, if we go back on the MVR, we'll just bring that one up. This is in a pitch black room with just LED lights from various devices. And it comes out this color, right? A lot of noise. Kind of interesting on a Sony sensor how it seems to amplify the light in the room. Whether this is actually photons, how it's doing it, I don't know. But you can see it's 4:35 AM in the morning. You can see the thing hanging on the TV here. You can see that it's peaking up to the second level. We've got the LED on the TV screen, and there's the other camera filming this way that we just saw, and I've got, what you can't see is me laying here with the blanket on top, so some of the light's being blocked here. So I'm not sure if you can see me breathing, but you'll see this light dim as I'm going up and down with breath. And I did forget to put some nasal spray in before I went to bed that night, I think. I got one nostril that's open and the other one's sort of semi-blocked. Now you can see suddenly that light dimmed, and I'm not too sure whether it's something passing it on the other side of the bed. But we'll just keep watching it. It's kind of strange what happens. You can see I got woken up now. So something past that light there. We have to see whether it's me breathing or moving on the other camera. So this is why you got two cameras. One for natural light. That's where you can see dark shadow people. And one for black and white. So what time? You can see what happened there though. That blinked, and then something disturbed me, and then we lost lots of seconds. So if you watch the time here, you'll see it jump. I forgot to point that out. This is what the MVR captures. So where's all the other stuff? Lucky enough, the other missing bits are on the SD card as backup. You can see how much it's jumping around there, right? As soon as that light changes, starts going crazy. Look there. You can just hear me waking up, and a lot of footage has got missing, sort of jumped around. So yeah, I got off the SD card. So let's have a look at the SD card caught. Okay, we're back to 35 here. So remember I was talking about that the black and white camera wasn't detecting natural light flashes. And this one here doesn't even detect the smartphone light going on. Even though with my eyes it lights up the room, the smartphone, as you know, LCD screen on the smartphone, the camera does not pick it up still. So it's not quite that sensitive as our eyes still. The technology's still getting there, right? But I think this might be 0.5 luminosity. I think some of the dearer Sony sensors go 0.01 for starlight. Okay, you can see me breathing here. You can see the light dimming down a wee bit. So obviously I'm laying on my side there a wee bit. Well, sort of on an angle. Slight back, slight side. And you can see as the sheet covers go up, it should dim that infrared light. You can see, even though this is set on natural light, it still detects a wee bit of infrared, which is kind of interesting, and turns it into white, which I thought was quite interesting. So it's picking up natural light in some infrared band. You can see it's not overexposed though, unlike the other camera. And you can see here, this did actually peak up quite a bit there on the sensor. It's almost solid green there at the moment. See that there? It's hanging around a wee bit. Normally that third one's peaking. You know, it's flashing, going dim. But it has sort of gone up a wee bit higher there, but it's still in the green zone. Nothing really obvious, you know. So I was just looking for any flashes of light, anything that's abnormal. And we capture something. I don't think it's on this one though. Like I said, there might be stuff happening all the time, I just don't notice it. How's that going over there? And you can see it's dimming down a wee bit at the moment. I haven't got it full volume up though at the moment. See that flash there? There's a little flash of light. And it's funny, it always seems to be on this side of the where the cupboard is. You know, everybody talks about spirits like hiding in cupboards or the loft. I thought I just saw a flash there actually. I didn't see that before. There it is there. See, that's a really quick pulse of light, which makes no sense. And yet the black and white camera didn't pick it up. I'll see if I can go back on that one. So again, I'm not too sure if it could be cosmic radiation apparently just passing through the sensor, a bit like that NASA have, right? So it's definitely a white pulse of light there, right? I can't explain that. But it's interesting, you know, researching this stuff, but it's very time consuming. There might be other stuff I've missed, because unless you're looking in that region at the time, you can see the background noise is very constant, you know, with the colour and the pattern. So anything that flashes white is abnormal. And the phone's black screen, so... And it's funny, it's right near the top of the corner of the bedroom on that side, just above where the camera is, right? Anyway, just keep on going. We're coming up to another interesting bit in a minute. Now, did you notice that suddenly got brighter there? This is just before the event happens. See, it flashed quite a bit brighter there for some reason. There. It's very subtle, but there's a slight change in the background brightness. Like something could be walking past or standing near the camera blocking some of the LED light maybe. See there? There. See that? It's like something will step past the camera. It's very subtle. I'll just go back again. There. And there. And there. And there. And there. Alright, it's doing it more often now. It's sort of pulsing. See that? I don't think it was doing that before. Let me just go back. See, it's not pulsing, is it? Starts pulsing. Again, it could be camera artifact. But yeah. There, it's only got really bright there for some reason. In the background. And there. Coming up to 38, I think that's when it all goes down. It's not super interesting like the apparition one, but it's still something to look at, you know. See, it's only got brighter then. And it's got dimmer down there. Must have moved, maybe. I have to check the other camera. Oh, look, I got woken up. Okay, so that's where it cuts when we get woken up. So that must be something to do with the alarm trigger, I think, and it makes a smaller chunk for emailing. So next part, I think it's only like a few seconds, is it? Let's see, 13 seconds. So maybe it does a 13-second clip. So you can see I'm not snoring now.
What is the time?
Okay, so that's when was it there? We see the extra flash up here where we had the other flash. It happens here this time.
What is the time?
Might be on the next clip. Oh, there. Did you see it? It's right at the end, just before it starts recording. So now I've got the phone next to me. Always, if I wake up and I think that something woke me up, I will ask Google what the time is. So, can be used for a search reference, and then I can memorize the time and fall back to sleep and search the next day.
Okay, Google. What is the time?
Okay, see that flash? Yes, and we don't see that on the white camera. But I don't know, does this thing change? Still, yeah, 3, not 4. If it went to 4, it would be really good.
Okay, Google. What is the time?
See, it did actually blink then, but that might be because the phone's connected to the internet for Google. But yeah, it shouldn't cause a flash. Anyway, it'd be good if we could
Okay,
actually
Google.
see something in that.
What is the time?
So, that was there, was it? Yeah. I wonder if I can capture it.
Okay, Google.
Let's see. Give me step frames. I think it's only 12 frames a second on this. So whether that's radiation, but it's just odd that we see one before I get woken up and one when I start talking to the phones, and maybe I scare something off. But what's been happening in the last couple of days is I've been sitting here with my door slightly open because it's too hot in the room, and I hear creaky doors, and there's no creaky doors in the house, and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? And when I check the cameras, they don't detect the sound. It's really, really strange. But yeah, you never know. Might be able to get something someday and prove that claim. Where's that flash? I should have made the note of the time. It's amazing how you can spend so long on just on one video going over it. I don't know how long Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters spend on their stuff. Like I said, it wasn't as exciting as the hallway light coming on, but still worth going over. Have I missed it? I think I might have missed it. It's so small though, isn't it? Yeah. There it is there. Shame we haven't got step back on VLC. I'm going to screw it up. Yeah, it got locked up. Oh god, it goes so quick. I think it was just before it starts talking there. Maybe not. Just right after she finishes. Kind of weird.
Okay, Google. What is the time?
Got it. Let's snap it. After that, I don't think there was any other stuff. Quickly have a look. I'm just laying there trying to relax and fall off to sleep again. You can see I'm moving here. I think I was waving my hand just so the other camera picks it up. Use it as a mark point. Yeah, not sure if I've missed anything, but don't think I have. But yeah, oddly enough, I've been woken up always around about the 420 to the 440 range mark, and I always thought it was like a strange light. It doesn't make any sense to me. But the creaky door stuff has been happening at 3 o'clock and 3:30, and as you know, 333 is meant to be the devil's hour, because it's half 666. And it's kind of makes you a bit uneasy to go to bed, you know. So I haven't been sleeping terribly well. So yeah, let's just run that through the editor. I know some people might find it boring what I do here, but you know, we are trying to do credible research in this stuff. But that's the one. So if I run it through filters, I'm not sure anything's going to pop out, but it's worth a try. I haven't done that yet. So we got brightness. Definitely there, isn't it? Looks like the same brightness as the LEDs. Whatever it is, I don't know. Can we see anything? Go in the opposite extremes. Be funny if a face pops out. Yeah, how will you ever sleep in that room again? I don't know. Don't know what it's about that room, but something's definitely going down in that room all the time. Can't even see the clock, but it's got no light, you know. It hasn't even got slight background light. Too much light though can make it hard to sleep. Can't quite see it on that filter. The white's disappeared. Flip here. Nice green. It's a good pattern for pareidolia, isn't it? So let's just try and play around with that. That's interesting. I probably need a current picture of the room and overlay it. I might just do that. See, that could be because the clock's around about there somewhere. It may be picking up light reflected on this side of the room, which is kind of interesting. And if it was a smartphone, we'd expect to see that lighting up all the time though. So I don't think it's light from the smartphone it's picking up. But then it doesn't explain what that blob of light that was around about here. Probably need to take that other snapshot and overlay the other bright thing and see if it's on a straight line or something. But you know, you can't even see me in bed. It's kind of annoying. Okay, we've got something that's sort of showing up there. Looks like covers, right? It does look like an edge of some off the bed here where my foot is, and looks like maybe a head there. Where's the bright light gone though? This is the thing with filters. Sometimes you never know, you might just hit it in the right place. That's there. There's definitely something going along there. It's got to be the bed sheets and me. It looks like an arm. Cover, arm maybe. I think I've got my arm out. A head maybe. The table over this way. And we know the door's here. Looks like the edge of the door there maybe. But where's the clock? I think the clock's there. It's not even close to the clock. But let's see if we can actually prove that. Camera view angle daytime. Let's see. We must have. We can just take it straight from from here. Let me just bring it up. Okay, you can see where the clock is on that angle. I don't think it's moved, so let's just take a snapshot there. So there's the camera of the light. You can see if that was going up with breathing, why it blocks off the light. Just take that one, and this is what a lot of people don't do in ufology. You should always, if you do a nighttime shot, you should always do a daytime shot so you can overlay, if you need to, of that angle that you got the UFO or whatever, or the ghost or whatever. So now we got this one. We should be able to overlay it and make it transparent. Did I scale it up? Can't remember if I did. Let's see. Select all, copy, and paste. So it just moved in the bedroom here. It's probably listening to me. Paste in a new layer. There we go. Okay, we should be able to scale that up exactly the same. Is it lining up? It is, isn't it? And then we can make it transparent. And that's how we prove it's not a reflection of the clock. Cleverer. And it's right near the gap in the cupboard here. I love doing this stuff. And this is why I always take a daytime shot, and with the exact same camera angle. And you can see sensor lights. Something's not right here though. That should be down here, and that should be down there. So something's gone wrong here. I'm not too sure why. It does look like it's slightly bigger. Okay, well, we'll readjust that anyway. Should be able to line it up. Now I think it's getting closer to the camera. Should be there. So what's happened? I think VLC is using the lower grade stream, and the NVR is using the high quality. I think that's what's happened, and that's why there's a slight difference in pixels. That's what's happened. You can see here the font's slightly smaller, but we should be able to fix it. Scale it up a bit. Yeah, for some reason it was too much for the camera to, or the NVR to stream the same stream to VLC at the same time for that particular camera for some reason. So I thought, oh well, we'll just stick with the other stream. It's not 2.5, but it's actually it should have been lined up there. But it's still not near the camera anyway. And that should be, yeah, I'm not sure how we can scale that up. Should be about there. Okay. Should be about there. I think that lines up. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like it's going into, that light's coming from inside the cupboard maybe. That's a crack. Ah. Could be a crack at the top of the door there where the flash of light happened. I think it's got some sort of rubber tread runs along the top there. Maybe it's a slight dip in the tread. But yeah. And there's a slight gap down the door here and a slight gap down the door there. Let's see if we can grab the other one. Oh, right, Gabber, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't got voice chat at the moment, but I'll stick it up if you want to join us. We're just going over some strange flashes in the bedroom where I got woken up, which is kind of abnormal because you can see I was in a deep sleep again. Yeah, I've probably spent ages on this already, but you can see the depths I go into to try and pin out, could it be reflected off something? But I don't think it's reflecting. I don't think that's reflecting the phone or any other sources of light. It looks like it might be coming through a little gap in the cupboard. But yeah, there was another sequence. I'll just open that up. There we go. There we go. Hello, hello. We got chat.
Hello.
Yep, can hear you. Still working alright. I'm not sure why it hasn't got rid of this stuff though. What's going on there? Alright, it's finally decided to bugger off. And let me just readjust it here a wee bit. There we go. Plastic is reflective. That's a new one to me. Who said that? Gabber. Yeah, and there was another flash in the video. Let's see if I can grab that one. I don't think the video was that interesting, but you can see there is definitely no flashes.
Objects are reflective. Certain materials are reflective in infrared light.
Oh yeah, yeah. But if that was the case, I would see more of those bright sparks of infrared or whatever light happening, right? So there was one here.
If there was a constant case, you would see it over the night at various different times.
Yeah, and if it was the phone reflecting, and the camera seems to be constant with its light here, and this here has got some infrared light because it's detecting. But notice we lost that whole chunk there, it sort of jumped. But there was a bit where it flashed. Was it on this one? Let me just go back on this one. And then we lose a chunk of footage there. I don't know if it was that one. Which one was it? Maybe this one. Just before I get woken up. Sounds like I'm being suffocated. There's this pulsing of light that happens here too. I'm not sure if it's part of the camera, but it could be. How the LEDs might be reflecting back off the cupboard, back at the sensor. I'm just trying to suss it out, you see. Because I have this one set up in case there's shadow beings and you can see them past light sources, right? Keep in mind what time it was at, guys. It was up here, a quick flash of light. Which doesn't make any sense. If it was coming off these LEDs, then I'd expect to see it more often, as Gabber was saying. Happens so quick, it's so easy to miss it, you know. I think I saw a little flash of light just there. That's something new there, I think. I'll just zoom up here. Was it there? Was that just there? There it is there. 3652. I think it was anyway. I'll just step a frame here. Did I miss it again? There we go. There we go. See a little speck of light? This comes out of the blue there. So we'll just grab that one. Like I said, I don't know if it could be radiation from space, just passing through the sensor. But we always got to consider that as a possibility. But it's just funny that I just get woken up. It's not like I'm going to detect space radiation, is it? Yeah, so we got the snapshot now. It's not as bright as the other one though, is another thing. Alright, now we've got 3 of them. Which one was it? Was it that one? Yeah, 53 it was. Let's just open that one up and overlay it on top of the other images. This one should be perfect because it's using string 1, which is the highest quality, and we don't have to readjust it, hopefully. Let's see, select all, copy it. Go back to our merge, paste, new layer, and then we got to dim that one down. There we go. Where's it gone to? It's there, isn't it? I don't know. It's a bit hard merging 3 together. there it is there. So it's definitely going in a straight line straight to the cupboard, doesn't it? And it looks like it's over near where my head is here. Yeah, it's right near the head. But whether that's a reflection of some light source over there, over this side of the bed, I don't know. But yes, it's just something interesting, and you can see just going through the processing of this. It's quite interesting. So you can do multiply, might be better. No, we could try add-in, and that makes everything brighter again. And now that might work better. Let's just try that one. Maybe not. That's gone again. Let's see, whatever options we got here. You've got color dodge. That should just be black and white. There we go. That sort of works good as well. Color dodge. But yeah. EMF has sort of let us down, so I'm just wondering if I need the EMF hanging near the cupboard, because that looks like where the activity is occurring. Like I said before Gabber come along, that was it that night when it started, I could start hearing the creaky door, but there's no creaky doors in the house that creak. It's really strange, and to find it on the camera and microphone is very hard. It's kind of strange, but there we go. We can be done with that one now. I'll just go over the black and whites though, just to finalize that one, where I get woken up, and I think it's this one here. So this is the other side of the room seen in infrared rather than night mode. As you know, it's pitch black in that room, apart from the LED lights, and the infrared lights you can't normally see. Now, why did that blink there? See that it flashed? Maybe I was talking about the pulsing that was going on. Did something pass in front of it, or was it me just moving? See that there? Was that me moving? So I don't know. It's just weird. Could be something touching me, you see. No, it looks like it might be related to breathing actually. But that dimming of the light is a wee bit strange. So I'm going up and down with the breath. The light should be changing all the time. See, it suddenly dipped. Did I take a bigger breath there, or what? UFO, I sent you an email. Yeah, I noticed. It's only available on mail drop from my iPhone because it's $3.71. We'll have a look at yours in a minute, and then I'll go over my Skywatch stuff. I know you probably need to get away, do you? Some people said they couldn't hang around. But yeah, it depends how much interest you in the research side of stuff we're doing here, and how I process it and all that sort of business. But yeah, that's quite interesting. I'll just watch it anyway. Oh, I think maybe I noticed something and waking up then. Ah, what happened there? See that? It's totally dimmed. And yet that bed didn't move, did it? Let me just have a look at that again. Oh yeah, it did. I did actually move. Then it comes back. But that there Must be like a millimeter difference. Yeah, I got woken up, you see.
What is the time?
4:38 a.m.
And that's just after me putting the hand down. That's when the flash of light happened. Well, the second one near the cupboard door. So maybe I scared it off. I don't know. So yeah, it's a bit hard to know. Definitely in deep sleep there. Now, do I get touched there and I respond to it? I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I was just seeing in the mirror here, because we've got a lot more ambient light with the LEDs from the power supply now, that you can actually see in the TV screen the, what do you call it, the skirting on the wall to the ceiling. So we should be able to see reflections, more reflections than we used to. So I might just focus on that, see if we see anything in the TV screen. Like I said, it's a long-winded process. Why is it not playing? There we go. Do we see anything? We know there was a flash of light. See, my foot goes there. And then I wake up. Don't see any reflections. Unfortunate. It would be good if we did.
Okay, Google. What is the time?
4:38 a.m.
There was a flash there though, but that could have been the phone reflecting off the ceiling. You saw when I moved the hand here, it seemed to cause a filter change in the black and white camera, and it sort of glitched. Was it not playing?
Okay,
Screw.
Google. What is the time?
4:38 a.m.
See, that doesn't make sense why it does that on the camera though. But anyway, I just put it down to Chinese artifact. Maybe they're spying on me at the same time. Yeah, I didn't hear any EVPs or anything like that. So why did I wake up? I don't know. But it's strange. It's just strange. Maybe I'll just keep on looking and see if any more stuff comes up. So yeah, we just need. What can I hear, Gabber? It looks like he's talking to someone. Or swearing at someone. I'm not sure if you can hear us. Right, I gotta check my email. How can I do that? Complicated. Let me just have a look. UFO Bro, I got 2 here for some reason. Let's just have a look. From UFO Bro, click to download. That I don't want to do. 0 bytes it says. So it looks like it. You're gonna have to post a share link until you figure that out. The other one's blank. So I haven't got the link to your Google Drive. I'll just show you how you can do it. So easy on the PC. Everybody should just get laptops. Yeah, those emails have got nothing in it. No attachments, nothing. So yeah. Let me see if I can explain it to you. Okay, so normally you can type drive.google.com. Here I can just click on that, on this add-on, and click on the drive icon here. And if I'm logged into my Gmail on that browser, you can see these are all my uploads of videos, right? Because I shared that one. I got various folders. So once you've uploaded the video, you can just simply drag and drop it, and it uploads it to your drive as long as you got enough space. And then you can click on the link to the video, if it will let me. Why is it not opening? Let's just figure this one out. Based on past activity. Looks like it's not actually a link. You can see I got a fair bit here. Recent. Okay, there's the actual file names. So if I click on that, why is it not opening though? You can see it's got little people here, means it's shared. But if you right click on the file name, you can go share, right? And then you can specify whether it's people can view it. It tells you own it. So I said anyone can be a viewer, and click done, or I can then, before I click done, I can click the copy link, which puts it to clipboard. So if I copy link and say done, because it's already shared, then I can post it in here. Paul's original ghost. I think, and there's the share link, right? And that's what you have to do. It's so simple. Oh, I'm going to type my name though. And if you click on that, you should be able to view it. Why? I don't know why it wasn't coming up here. That I don't understand. It normally opens it up in a separate window. Let's see, preview. Here we go. Okay, it normally comes up like that. So if the left click don't work, always try the right click. And you can see it converts it into what it does on Google, YouTube. So you can actually watch the compressed version, or you can click up here and download it to get the full original, right? And of course, I think this was the beep sound, was it? Now, if you upload it to YouTube, you get compressed, altered version, right? If you do it for Google Drive, you get the both. You get the preview one where people can watch it once it's processed, and you get the download link up here. So you get the full original content. This is why you have to use something like Google Drive. It just makes it so much easier. And if it gets too full, then you have to start deleting stuff. Anyway, I think this is where we hear the beep noise somewhere in that one, which turns out to be an audio artifact after all that. But yeah, so you'd have similar on the app, but you would have a share button. You know, the share button would be that squiggly line that looks like a V on the side. Like everybody knows what the share button looks like, right? It's like that. And it's got 3 circles. That means it goes from one person to another, whatever, blah blah blah. I'll just close that down. So yeah, you can also upload a file upload that way, or create a new folder to put it in and just share the folder. So you can make a folder, share UFO video or whatever, just give it some name, and drop all your files into that on Google Drive, and just right click on the folder and share it. It's that simple. So if you look at my drive, you can see I got various folders. Paul Blair made up tunes, Pascagoula files, Moj12, JD Charlie, ghosts, fireworks. Okay. And you can then right click on that one and share the link, or get the link and share it. You know, it's quite easy. It's not really too hard, really, from what I've figured out on it. So yeah, if you can do that and just get that shareable link, and then you can post it in Discord or on the side chat. I'm not sure if you're still there, UFO Bro, though. You there? Bro, let's see, does it come up? Yep, looks like he might be there. Bro, hey. I think he's probably looking at his phone trying to figure it out. Yeah, we always got to keep learning this stuff, you know. Keep up with the technology. Google keeps changing things. I always find the apps are always like the step backwards to the desktop versions. I'm pretty sure you can even open up the Chrome browser on a phone and do it the way I'm doing it here as well. But don't quote me on that, I haven't tried it. I can't see a reason why you couldn't. I think the app it disconnects to all your other apps on the phone, and it allows you to then share to Google Drive, so when you want to do a backup, like photos and stuff. Apart from that. So UFO Bro, if I remember right, if you could come on Jitsi, that would be good. But it means that you'd have to join Jitsi to explain what you were watching. I'll get you the link for Jitsi app. You can give it a try. There is a iPhone version. I should actually get rid of these ones and just save those. That one there, get those out there. But yeah, guess what I forgot to do? 1,000 upload birthday cake. I might just play that now just before I forget it too. Yeah, so I just want to mark the 1,000 upload. You could say, sing along everybody, like Goofon does. Happy birthday to OT channel. Okay, so this UFO here is just going to drop an alien on top of the cake. And that's the one I use when people donate. So yeah. I was meant to play that before I started the show, actually. Now it's out of sequence, doesn't really matter too much. Normally you play some music along with it. So I made it years ago, thinking, will I ever get up to 1,000 uploads? And I have. I thought, by the time I get to 1,000 uploads, either I'm a really successful channel, or I'm pretty much basically going to end it and move on. And it's getting to the stage where it's actually give up and move on, rather than self-contained funded channel. You know, it's not gone the right direction. I'm in the wrong business. Telling the truth, as everyone keeps telling me, is not a money maker. But yeah, I'm not using laptop on my phone. I'm not sure what you mean. Google Drive is exporting to Discord. Yeah, you can't do it that way. Once you've uploaded the file, you back off, and then I can't remember what the instructions were. I posted it onto you on Discord. How do you share a link from Google Drive iPhone? So what were the steps? Select the file you want to share. Tap share. Under general access, change, and then change the option to select anyone with a link. Then decide what kind of role they have, and then choose viewer. And then it says tap back button on your phone. And paste the link in an email. Or any place you want to share it, which is like Discord. So you paste it as a message like I did in the side chat. Alright, tap copy link. So there's obviously a button there called copy link, and that's what you want to do. Tap back button, and then you get to your other apps on the screen, like Discord or email. Paste it in. Or in this case, YouTube side chat. Just paste the link in there if you don't mind people that have access to it to view it, and then we can copy it off the side chat and into a tab here. So are you able to do that? And unfortunately it hasn't got screen snapshots, I don't think, but that would help, I guess. Sharing a single file. Looks like it's actually Google support, which they don't do screen snapshots, which is stupid. How do I give someone my Google Drive link? Share folders in Google Drive, support again, and what's this one? How to share a link, Google Drive. Pick Batman. Okay, let's see if we've got some snapshots here.
What's with all these ghosts in your house?
Well, orbs or flash or lights or whatever they are, I don't know. No, we're just trying to get UFO Bro to give his video. Sounds like he's captured 3 orbs, similar to your 2 orb one of the plasma ball. And he actually caught it on his phone, which is very sucky. But they're bright orange. You said yours was orange too, didn't you?
The plasma ball that was bigger than 30% bigger than a full moon was bright orange, but the UFO in the middle of the plasma ball, which I filmed, I didn't capture the huge orange one. When I pointed my camera at it, the orange thing shrunk down, and it was just the orb left. The orb was it was a white color with like a slight yellow hue to it.
Right. Well, if we can look at his, and you can
the
say if
orb
that's
wasn't
similar.
orange.
Well, if you can
But the
share the
plasma
link.
ball was orange. The plasma ball was huge. It was 30 times bigger than the UFO, or
Yeah, that's why
30% bigger than a full moon.
That's why we need to get UFO Bro to come on with his link. Then we can talk about it. But if it's not going to happen today, it's not going to happen today.
That's interesting. Somebody else caught it, because then people can't say it's a satellite flare because other people are capturing it too. You know, like people
Well, he's
wanna
in
box
Australia.
it.
I can't remember what
He's
location.
in Australia too.
Yeah. I said to him, it might be some sort of experimental military drones. And it's normal for military to fly in packs of 2 and 3, by the way, which is kind of interesting. And because you saw yours appear out of thin air, cloaking technology, it sort of fits, you know. They might have like a passive mode where they can do cloaking, but as soon as they energize upwards to maybe move or...
That is possible, because people see this stuff and they think aliens straight away. You got to think the military has technology that they won't reveal to us for another 20 years.
Yeah.
Minimum. It'll be 20 years minimum before they even go, oh, we got this, by the way. We made this back in 2010. Well, what? You had this in 2010? Like, we don't hear from military like till 20 years later.
Yeah. Yeah, so UFO Bro, I just posted a link there. If install that, you can join
still,
Gabber.
Even if it's secret military craft, it's still unidentified flying object because the military does not admit that they have this craft, so we can't say for sure that it's their craft, you know. But it's a strong possibility. It could be some type of military experimental. Australia doesn't have like an aerospace infrastructure. We don't have Northrop, and you know, we don't have all the McDonnell Douglas. We don't have aerospace.
Yeah.
You know, engineers building stuff here. But America.
But you got Americans.
Could send an experimental drone over to Australia. Go, would you like to buy this drone from us? It's a secret. We haven't told nobody. You can't tell anyone. It's a black project. But would you like to buy it from us? Here, go and test it out. So that America could be sending the drones over, or an experimental spacecraft or experimental aeroplane for the Air Force. They could send it over, go test it, fly it around for a week, and if you like it, put an order in. We'll send you some next year.
It might be the fact because you've had alien contact that the military are keeping an eye on you, or eye in your space.
That's a well-known fact that people who are contactees who have had experiences, they keep tabs on them. What's the best way to keep a tab on someone? Fly drones around and see what this person's doing, see what that person's doing.
That's right.
You know, like,
and if they've got cloaking technology, you could just have
if they've got cloaking technology, it could be there all the time monitoring us.
As long as the batteries don't run out.
They just fly back, recharge, send another one out, recharge the batteries. But
that's right.
Could be doing it. They could be doing that to protect us from negative aliens that have negative intentions for us.
That's
what
right.
I'm saying? It could be a security feature.
The thing is, we don't know what the Americans are up to, let alone any of our government are up to, and in cahoots. Obviously, you know, you've heard of the World Economic Forum, New Zealand cahoots with Canada and all that.
The Illuminati Forum. That's called the Illuminati Forum. That's where all the illuminated ones go.
Yeah. Troublemakers as well, I think.
Like it's not hard to tell what an Illuminati institution is. All you have to do is look at the UN logo, and then you look at the WEF logo. You look at the NATO logo. The logo is exactly the same. It's the same template, exactly the same template. They just changed a little bit. Like it's a different branch of the same organization.
Well, I was
no transparency. They don't tell us anything. They don't tell us who the negative aliens are. They don't tell us who the positive aliens are. They don't even tell us there's aliens there. So how do we? People are out there communicating to negative aliens and having terror abduction experiences because of there's no transparency. There's no freedom of information. They're not warning us who's negative and who's positive, who you can try and contact and who you can't. You know what I'm saying? So people are contacting negative aliens and having terrible experiences because of this lack of transparency. It's causing more problems by withholding the information than if they were open and said, oh yeah, this one's negative, this one's hostile. You see this one, this is what his ship looks like. If you saw a negative alien ship, you'd be like running away, you know, quickly call the Air Force. Hey, I just saw the negative alien ship flying this way. So they can go out there and do something, you know, like this lack of transparency and no information is just causing more harm than good. It's going to get worse until information starts to become free.
Access to your posts on Discord. So this is the Discord app for Windows. As you can see, it's a lot better than just mucking around with it on the phone. So if we go down to where you posted in your thread down here, Gabber. Now I wanted to have a look at various orbs you had, and were any of these? All these were the plasma orb? Is that the case or what?
These were another orb that I saw flying in the sky that I did plane radar and satellite radar app.
Okay, so
I can't confirm it's a satellite. It doesn't show up on the satellite radar app, and there's no plane in the area.
And it looks more solid and uniform compared to the other one.
It does. Like all the energy is contained in that ball. It's not leaking out like the other one was leaking.
So, have you got the full frame of that? Is that the full frame of this one? Is that the full frame untouched? Up this one here. So that's what I wanted. I wanted that orb picture from your camera that wasn't zoomed and was untouched. And I also wanted the picture of your orb, plasma orb, that was not zoomed in and untouched. And then compare maybe a star, International Space Station, and other orbs to the plasma one and see that it's actually different on the same camera. Because as you know, there's a lot of skeptics and other experts out there that saying it's just camera artifact because you use digital zoom. But if you got the full frame where it's not zoomed, and then I can just bring it into paint.net and zoom in that way and do a side-by-side comparison. That's what I want to do. So this is another unknown object, but there are some that you confirmed were space station and star, and that was the images that I was after, right? There is some digital artifact or atmospherics around it though. I'll just bring that one in. I'm not sure what into Gabber, he's gone quiet. Whether he's looking for stuff, I don't know. Save image. Let's come up on the other screen. Where's it going to? It always goes in the wrong place. Download, save. Yeah, I got that one now. Kind of clicked the wrong thing, and I had to close that one down. So this is 3D zoomed. That's the one I just grabbed, and I'll just get rid of that. I might just keep that. Put it in that 1000 one. Get that one out the way. And just open up this sucker and some filters on it, 3D zoomed. I'll get the original one too and see if it's identical to the digital zoom of the camera, and then we can eliminate that it's not actually adding artifacts. There we go. So, colored curves, where are we? Okay, has it got the hole in it? Okay, so it's got more of a altar on it compared to the plasma one, remember? That one looks like what I've seen in other videos where it seems to create a aura going around in a complete circle rather than lightning strikes to triangle bits that we were getting on the other footage, right? But this one here seems to have an interesting pattern, like it's like a Mylar balloon. You see here with that filter there, looks like it's got an edge on it, and it's sort of gone to a, looks like maybe a dome. It's like dome pattern or sunken in. Because it's overexposed, so let's just go to contrast, maybe go from there. If we dim it down, there you go. It's definitely got a more constant edge on it, right? And that was moving through the sky, was it? I guess it was. Went to Gabber. Where's he gone? Gabber, where you go? Gabber, you left. Did his cat jump on his system? Yeah, I'm not sure where he's gone. Maybe someone wanted to video chat him, I don't know. So that kind of looks like it's sort of crinkly here when we dim it down. See, this one I would be more suspicious that it might be a lighted mylar balloon, but I don't know if they do those. Doesn't look like a latex one, does it? They're normally nice and smooth. Let me just have a look. And they might be able to glow mylar balloons, right? They're doing all sorts of crazy things, and those LEDs are quite damn bright. LEDs, mylar balloon. Let's see what pops up. I think I have come across a couple. Okay, they're latex ones. That's not what we're after. And they're latex, different colours. Can you put LEDs in a balloon? Yeah, you can. You better put it in a Milo one too, but because there's silver, do they line up? That's a good question. I suppose technically you could heat them up with an LED light inside it, and that might show up on night vision. But if it depends, did he see it with his eyes? Because if it's this infrared light we're looking at, then that changes it, you see. And of course he's using a night vision scope there, I think, not OP1000, but he's not here, so I can't ask him. I'm not sure what's happened to him. So if you saw something like that floating around, you'd think it was a UFO, wouldn't you? And if you could heat it up with LEDs inside, even if the light doesn't shine through, you're going to see it on night vision cameras, and people are going to wonder what the hell it is. I shouldn't be giving ideas to hoaxes, though, should I? But yeah, mylar balloon with lights in it. I don't see why it's not possible, but I don't think you can make it bright. Not like these. So these are the mylar ones, you see. See, it looks kind of something like this thank you balloon, you know, how it sort of has an edge to it, and then it goes to a smooth bit here. It looks like it's got little bits going down the side, right? But I don't. It doesn't say if it's got LEDs in it, coloured or LED light. Okay, let's just have a look at that one. Or LED lighten. I don't think I've seen any with LED lights in it. $5 for a balloon. That's what it says. I don't think there's any such thing. Unless Gabber comes back, there's not much I can do with the orb stuff now. So I might just go on to my sky watching videos and look at some stuff. And it looks like we might have to do his another day. I think he's got interrupted, obviously. How we going for time? Time's flying. Any of these say LED lights? See those ones there, Talks about lead balloons. And they look almost Milo-like, don't they? I don't know. Now they're latex. Marble metallic balloon chrome balloons. So yeah, it's possible then. Not with Mylar, but with these solid coloured ones with LED lights in it. Well, there we go. Have they got lights in it, or is it reflection here though? Now let's just put that in there, get rid of Mylar. Lead, latex, chrome. See what comes up. And sure enough, we got metal grey ones in there. They look like Milo, but they're not. So how are they doing that? Spraying it with some sort of metal type paint? What's happened here? Come on, we just wanted to look. We can't get rid of that bullshit. Again with that. Damn stupid people. No, it's not going to scroll. Yeah, it looks like it's a damn pop-up. They got some sort of filter over the top. It's not going to work. Maybe. If I stop it before the code kicks in. Here we go. So that looks like a silver ball here. So that I guess they got other ones that might have some sort of pattern on it, like that. They look like they're lit, but I don't know. Look at this one. Yeah, that definitely would shine through, wouldn't it? If only we could see what the object was in natural light. that would solve a lot of stuff with the UFOs. So yeah, we know it's a possibility then. Chrome coloured things, but surely they're going to be round, I would have thought. Only round. So the other one must have been latex. And all going to only be spheres, or tear shape, or heart shape. I guess there'll be some heart shapes. And this one here, which is a kind of strange one. I don't think it's latex. I don't know. How about this one here with the multiple patterns on it? That's going to cause some strange light anomalies. Anyway, we've lost the Gabber, so we'll head on. We head back away from that for now. He hasn't posted anything. Has he lost internet connection? What happened? Actually, what happened when he left? I wasn't actually watching him because I was too busy looking at the file. Has he posted here? No. Oh, I'll keep it there. I'll just close it there. Okay. Let's have a look at the Skywatch stuff I did. with the new camera, just to show what I've captured. Okay, so something strange what's happening there with the size of the font. What's going on there? Hasn't mucked up, has it? Yeah, so where to begin? There's quite a few snapshots here. So yeah, I was just looking at this one here to see how mine creates an orb of the sun. You can see that that's a direct view of the sun, and it's creating a lens flare of green here. And you can see that it's on a curved dome that's got the sensors filming through because of the curvature of what we're getting there as a lens flare. But if you have a look at this one, maybe we could compare it to his plasma one. So let's just bring that in, because that's one thing that should do a comparison with a different camera. But this is obviously a daytime snap. Where's open with? There. So let's just run that through filters directly. And a bit down. And there you go. So that would be like filming a bright light at night time. And you can see these rays occur because of the iris inside, I guess. But then that doesn't make any sense, because this camera shouldn't have an iris. It should just have a circular hole and probably electronic filter that goes black when you put charge through it. That saves it from burning out the sensor. So these cameras don't work like a regular DSLR camera, and I reckon these is because of the dome that it's coming through. But let's just grab that and just isolate the sun. Let's see. Of course, we also got to take into effect that this is on a fisheye lens, and it's going to distort the image a wee bit too. But yeah, we just wanted to quickly just do a comparison anyway. Just isolate that one and see if we can get it looking like a plasma ball. Because I think it's going to have difference. Yeah, you see, it doesn't seem to have the same sort of weirdness going around it. And it's not really even too, you see. I think that's because of the fisheye. Looks like it might be stretching it in one direction a wee bit. But we're not getting these lightning spike pattern on my camera. Yeah, so I need other people to film stars and whatnot, and lights, and that create orbs, and send it to me so I can compare it to Gabbers pretty much. That's probably the closest we can get it to his, where looks like it's going up, but it looks like it's thick and going to small rays. Well, his was small and then going into triangle bits, which is basically what he said he saw with his eyes. I just can't get it the same, right? I just wanted to check that out. Anyway, don't save. There's a lot of Mick Wests out there that sort of pull it apart, and they don't care about the eyewitness statement too. So I caught some captures for the first time of plane on it. So where's the very first one? Where's the first capture? Okay, this one's interesting. There's an abnormal flash of light that we weren't sure on whether it's satellite flash or plane in the distance, but we'll just play it. And you can see it's a nice clear night, and that's not the sun, that's the moon. You can see how sensitive this camera is. And at some stage, what time? We see a plane. And you can see the stars, well, some of them anyway. Alright. It's quite a lot of stars there, really. It's quite good for a $70 New Zealand camera. There's those 3 stars in a row. And when there's less moonlight, this turns more into a red colour. I think it's something related to the LEDs. Then for LEDs around the outside, it goes more orange. I mean red. And it can go orange too. Yeah, but at some stage we do get a plane. I think it always ends up being closer to the end time. I think I can hear a plane now. In the distance, here we go. So where's it going to come? There it is! A first capture of a plane in the sky, and it can actually see the contrail, which is damn amazing. Because I couldn't get that quality, I don't think. Well, I haven't really captured a plane on the other camera. You can definitely see it's creating a contrail. You can see how overexposed the lights are, so we can't actually see the colour lights on it. Alright. It looks like a strange shaped craft that military is testing, but it's obviously just a passenger jet because I didn't have the software running. But look, it's creating a nice contrail that's got obviously ice crystals in it, or difference in heat, right? And you can see it's dispersing. Now something strange happens, and Plex is the one that noticed it. Whereabouts does it happen? So as soon as that plane disappears behind the roof, we see a flash of light like a UFO portal suddenly opens up, and it's stationary. It's not moving like the plane is. So this watch as the plane disappears, and there's a, just like on my ghost camera, there's a flash of light, but it hangs around longer. There, do you see it? It's just like the ghost camera. But yeah, it's brighter. And you can still see it there, right? And then it fades away. It goes away completely, right? That's almost like a portal opening up and something passing through, as the fraud channels would say. But yeah, it's an interesting capture. I didn't even notice it till I looked over it several times, and Lens on Plex was saying what the timestamp was. So what was that is the question. Let's zoom in on it. Now we know where to watch. I don't think it's anything to do with the plane. That's quite a big bright light. Could it be a distant plane? But then, if that was flying away, wouldn't we keep seeing it? Or if it's coming closer, wouldn't we see it change angle? And if that was a satellite moving, wouldn't it be like moving slightly? It looks like it's... So I don't know what that is. And unfortunately, I wasn't doing a live sky watch. But we could plug it into all the different instruments, and we got the timestamp there. And pretty sure I corrected all the times to be give or take half a second out, maybe. So hopefully that's good. So yeah, so that was the first capture, and we caught something abnormal. First capture of a plane, then we see something abnormal on it. So I actually did create some stills from that one. So I'll just go through those. And that was the brightest one. Strange looking. Clearly it's not a star. Could it be a plane? And you got to remember also, lens is slightly curved, so not sure there's a way to unbend the image so it's totally flat. But yeah, these are stars. You can see have similar patterns, which could be part of the lens bending. But that is quite a big blob of light. Go on to the next one. Where they go? There. Looks like it's starting to get smaller. What the hell is it? I don't know. I wish I had the answers, and I'm not sure if I can. What was the date stamp on that? 9th. You should better check the flight radar and all that. Star maps. Maybe I can do that, but it's got to be tedious. And you can see now it's turned into a strange shape. Like it's got a circle in it, or a hole in it. Satellite flare? But why is it not moving? It's abnormal. Next one. Now it's fading away. But it's still got the hole. That can't be a plane, can it? There's a star here. Another star there. You can see they're all sort of constant. They have the bright bit, and then they have the blackness around it, which is obviously compression artifacts, right? And that's got a dark bit, but there's no opposite where you got white with a black hole in it. And we saw the plane, you can see the shape of it, and it definitely didn't have any black holes in it. So what the hell is that? Good question. And it's a square. It proves there's squares in the sky. Unfortunately, it's pixel level. But if I was a fraud, I could just plug the hell out of this, couldn't I? So I captured the first cube in the sky and turn my channel into, and rename it into Thin Air, whatever it's called. Okay, next one is it where it's faded away even more. Whereabouts was it? Up here. It's gone. Next frame, it's gone. So it's there for 5 frames, and there's 20 frames a second. So that's every 5/12 of a second. Is that how you work it out? 12/5 of a second. What's that work out? Actually, you've got a plane coming now. Let's see if we can see it. Probably be too late. Can we see the plane? Can hear it, but I can't see that one. Can see bees. That's one benefit of nighttime filming too. The bees go to sleep. They don't fly in the dark. But yeah, where did that plane disappear to? We could hear it, but sometimes I just don't see them. Yeah. So I was going to look at what I was going to look at. I got sidetracked on the plane. What was I going to do? I got a goof on moment. Short-term memory. It's gone. It's gone. What was I going to do? Remind me, people. Let's see if I can remember. Alright, I was going to do a calculation. 12/5. Yeah, I don't do weed. So, I suppose that's around the wrong way. So that's every 2.5 of a second percent. We want the other way around, don't we? Every 0.4 of a second? That don't sound right. That's not right, is it? No, that can't be right. What am I doing wrong? If you look at a watch clock, it's going to be there. I suppose you do have to do it that way then. Over 5 times 60, is it? $144 milliseconds, is it? I think I've got it right now. So if we do 5 times that should be who likes maths? Times it by 5 should give us close to 1, shouldn't it? What have I got? Where am I going wrong? I need that Indian guy that was a kid that's got a super brain. Yeah. Let's just do it visually. Why haven't I got it open already? Oh, right, yeah, must have closed it. So let's do it visually. So it's got 5 frames of that, and we got 12. I want to talk about 12 frames a second. I suppose I'd have to do 12 over 60. What am I doing? And then times it by 5. I got it around the wrong way, no. So it's 60. No. Yeah, no. What is it? 12 frames a second. No, I don't know. I got myself all. I just can't think. Oh, damn, this is terrible. Okay. So we've got 12. That's 6 over side. Okay. So that's 2 frames a second. And then you got that one there. That one there. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8 frames a second. So you have to divide it again into smaller chunks. I think I have to do that when I get some better sleep. I gotta have the ghosts have gotta stop annoying me so I can get a decent solid sleep. It's gotta be something like that. It's terrible. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So another 1 through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we only caught it in 5 frames in that sequence. Because it's moving. Oh no. It wasn't moving though. The plane was moving. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, yeah. If you visualize it. So that would be 1. Damn it. Then change it. Whoop. That one did 2 for some reason. It's got a hole there. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. So it's got to be. I don't know. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I just can't think straight. It's just crazy. It might be because I didn't eat or something. But anyway, because I'm a bit crook. Oh, I was even meant to close that. I'm doing crazy things. I got drunk on diabetes. I can't think. Breakdown. And Gabber's gone again. Anyway, I might just speed this up by getting rid of that again. Which one was it? Have I got 2 open here? What's that one? I'm confused. Have we got 2 open and it's stuffed up? What's it saying? Seems to be that one there. Oh, now it's coming up with a proper icon. Weird, man, weird. Something going crazy here. Okay, just bring that down a bit. I'll just keep that open. Okay, whereabouts were we? I was trying to work out duration that they stayed visible in the sky. So 5 frames. I suppose it's going to be 1 over 12 times 5, isn't it? It's got to be 5 over 12 of a second. Oh, right, that's what I was trying to think. So it's 0.25 of a second. This is where I'm going wrong. 5 frames. Let's see. This has got timestamp on it. So what's it say there? 37. Is that the next one? 37, 37, 38. See what I mean? So why is it skipping? Oh, we're over there. 38, and then it jumps quite a bit. That's where it's getting confusing. And then it's back to 37. Looks like something's out of sequence there. That one. That's weird. That's when it disappears. And then we go back to where it's showing again. Is it? Yeah. So that's out of sequence. Why? I don't know. Did I misname it something? Doesn't make any sense. So it's got the timestamp there. Had to be a glitch in the camera. No. So, what am I not seeing? 37.91. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, no. 37 is the seconds. 30 seconds. 05 minutes. 05 minutes 30. Goes to 07 there. And what the number at the end is, I don't know. Just a random number, is it? Okay, it's 30 seconds, and then it went to 47 seconds. And then it went to 5 minutes. So, what second jumps was that? 37, and then it went 10 seconds different. Okay. So maybe I didn't take it frame by frame. I must have stuffed up. And I must have took it random stages maybe. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't normally do that. Maybe I should just redo it from the video again. And then there's 30 seconds difference there. Then there's 4 minutes. That's strange. Oh, maybe, yeah, because it takes a snapshot of the time, not actually the time you do the snapshot. That's why it's different. I was looking at it and then snapping it. Yes, I can't use a timestamp, unfortunately. I can only do the on-screen one. So there is... slightly changing the out sequenceness there, but yeah, you can see it had a hole in it though. It's a really strange one. So what is the second capture? Let's just move on. Got myself all tangled up in the knots on that one. Okay. Maybe I should make the video available on Google Drive to you guys so you can have a look. Maybe someone that wants to try the apps out on it. So we could do that. I'll upload it, that first capture, and I'll share it here. But knowing you guys won't be interested anyway. I don't think anyone's helped me analyze stuff. It's not happened yet. Alright, let's do it. So I should be able to drag it onto here. And release. Alright, it's trying to play it. It's probably easier just to do it with a plus thing up there. You normally should just be able to drop it on there. But they've added this side bit on. I didn't used to have that. How'd you turn that off? They added that on. What's that say? Calendar. Grid. I think you have to drop it on here. It's probably easier just to do it the hard way. New file upload. That's a lot easier, isn't it? Then new Sky camera. First one. Uploading. Good. Finished. I got a fast connection. Can stream and upload at the same time. So I should have created a folder instead of sticking it in the root drive. So where's it? Put it? First. I got so much crap in there. I need to clean it out. There's little clips from various things. Kung Fu fighting. That's Kung Flu fighting. What was I doing with that one? He was talking about his sighting, I think. Recent. Where is it disappeared to? First capture. Okay, now we can share it. Owner, restricted, anyone with a link, viewer, copy link, done. Okay, that went to plan. Strange black hole orb flash. I don't know what you're going to call it. After plane. There we go. See if you can access it, people, and download it if you want. I'm not sure if anyone out there is actually interested in actually trying to research to debunk something. But we need more helpers. Okay, so second one. What's this one here? Flash of light. Is that the same video? Just renamed or? No. Let's look at different time. Alright. That might be one of the snapshots I missed. Oh no, there's a flash of light here. So it's on another video. Okay. Now I think that one there might be a plane. But anyway, let's just compare it. Great capture. Where's the second one? Non-corrupted. Yeah, for some reason it got corrupted on the NBR and I had to get it off the SD card this time. Non-corrupted capture of jet from south. What what was the second one though? Fourth chapter. I normally say which sequence it is. Oh, third. So where's the second one? Jet high up. Oh, that one was quite interesting. What video was that on? See this one here? Look at that. That's way up there, and we can see a denser contrail, and the lights of the plane are lighting up the contrail, I guess. So that one looks interesting. You can see how small it is way up there. So the camera's pretty damn good. And if we had cloud cover, we wouldn't see that. So that might be explain why we can't see some today. Jet contrail from flash and light source. Capture 3. Capture. Second capture. Here we go. Okay, we want to keep an order. Alright, so which one was that? That was the flash and light over here. I should make it full screen. Come on. Is it playing? Yep. Can't hear anything. Should be able to hear the jet coming if it's a jet, right? But we can see how high it can capture stuff. I think it's the plane we see earlier. Okay, there's wind. Yeah, which sounds a bit distorted. And we can see stars there. In fact, just wonder if that's a Southern Cross there. Could be a Southern Cross actually. Should be south like that. Southeast. 3 faint dots. But where's the pointer stars though? I think the plane the flash starts at the end here somewhere. So you should see it here coming from the south, which I think is a plane because I ain't got the app running. So as bad as the other sky watchers that don't have the apps running at the same time to debunk their own stuff. Well, this is the problem we run into. And it's a lot harder doing it days after than it is doing it in real time. Yeah. I think the 5-minute videos though. So you see a flash of light, which I think might be a plane, but we only see it once and it's kind of strange. I don't think we lose frames because you can see it ticking over there. And we don't hear it, which is interesting because it's got to be high up. Or do I hear a plane? I hear a plane. There it is. See that flash? It happens very quickly again. But if it's a strobe light in a plane, why aren't we seeing it as it's moving? And then we start to see this other contrail start forming. There it is, there, look. And that one stays around for a wee while and then disappears. But we know it's a plane, has to be. So you tell me. Ah, another flash there. Did you see that? I didn't see that one. Can we hear any planes? don't think so. So just go back on that one. There's several flashes there. Forgot to see what timestamp it was. Well, there's the contrail. It looks like it's coming from that direction. See that flash there? Plane going that direction. But why aren't we seeing it all the time? So I can't work that out. That's kind of weird. So I can understand why people think it's not a plane, right? But I think that was a strobe of a plane. Is it maybe depending on the angle of the plane? Then we start to see it up in the middle there. See that? And that would be the right duration though, wouldn't it? Plane, flying, and shows up here. But why don't we see it here? Is there any cloud there? It has to be, doesn't it? It's got to be a layer of cloud there that we're not seeing. So maybe if I can put that through, get a snapshot of that and put it through filters, maybe we can see the clouds. But there's another flash down here, so if we keep on playing, down there. Unless I'm mistaken. What was that? Another plane going cloud cover? But if there was cloud there, why? We can see the stars. So that's another problem. It does look like there's some cloud on the edge there. But that was a big bright light source there. And I'm not sure if we see it again. It's very strange. So I'm going to have to set up this night sky watch and hopefully we get a night like this. Where I can control two cameras at the same time. Or watch two cameras at the same time. Control one to zoom in the area. But that means I'd have to put my camera out that side of the house, I think. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could do it. I got another hub. More stuff out the window. Shame we got no outside power points around that side. There's lots of things to figure out still. And that's me turning on the bathroom light there. And it's lighting up the thing. But yeah, we only saw that flash of light briefly there. I don't know what it was. That other one. That didn't make sense. So there must be some cloud cover there. Let me just open that up. Okay, I've got a couple. What did I do? Alright, Gabbers one. He disappeared. Did you do an air flight search? No. But I've given you a link on that one with the mysterious flash that's not moving. And maybe you guys can give it a try for practice and actually debunk it instead of me doing all the hard work. What was I going to do? Yeah, open it up and run it through some filters. So this stuff just takes a long time. It really does, to try and figure out what's going on. And I'm told that not many people like the technical side of things. They just want sensational stuff. But if we analyze this and can confirm it wasn't a satellite or plane, then we got a mystery on their hands, right? And that is sensational. Alright, so I think it's just a mindset, you know. Okay, we can see little fluffy bits of cloud. Of course, we ain't got the cloud cover map for that night either. But you can see there is quite a big, thick cloud here. So if that plane flashed in between that cloud there, and now it's coming out over here, doesn't look like there's much cloud in between, does it? But again, we need like another star through that chunk of it there to debunk it being a cloud in the way, and there is no other star, so it's got to be a cloud there. Let's try color flop. Maybe we can see more stars mucking around with it. Looks like there's 3 rows of stars there. What else can we do? I suppose the CPU is going to play up. So it looks like there's cloud on the edge there, isn't it? Just reset that again. Definitely a cloud there. That's interesting. Could that be one cloud that we're not seeing? And looks like could that be stars? It's a bit hard to tell on that level, isn't it? Could that be the cloud that we're not seeing? A really thin cloud. Like that there. Now we're starting to see some stars here. And the plane here. So yeah, it's got to be cloud, isn't it? And you don't actually see that with your eyes because it's all black. And when the plane gets to the hole there, we saw it flash, right? And then it was carrying on here. We couldn't see the flash. I think that one's debunked. Could there be another plane that's coming this way? For sure, it could be, and then we see it flash here. So the other one could have been a plane going in the opposite direction. Again, flight radar data would be able to confirm that. Because we're looking at the east here. East of Christchurch. And that's the north. Where the airport is. And looks like these planes are not going to the airport. These ones might be coming from the South Island and heading off to Auckland or Wellington. Okay. But yeah, that's what processing with filters can actually reveal to us. Okay. So we know there's a thin cloud there, which is enough to block stars, because there is actually a hole here. So we might have to find another clear picture of the night sky, overlay it, and see if there's any stars here. I think there should be. Complicated stuff, isn't it? Trying to prove something that's not natural or man-made. I don't think I got handy of a star unless we look at the other videos. Fourth capture. I've skipped third one. Let's have a look. Okay, we can definitely see the clouds now. And we can see some stars here poking through. What's that saying? Invert selection. There's some strange label popping up. Don't think we saw that star. The moon over here. So yeah, what happened on this one? Let's see what I say. Fourth capture of another jet from south. Okay, what timestamp did I put it in there? No, I didn't. Okay, we'll just have to watch it. Yeah, it's more cloudy, I would have thought. But we got more moonlight this time. And I think it's always at the end of the video where the plane shows up. But anyway, just zoom in a bit. We know it's going to come from here. Definitely 3 stars there, 3 stars over here. A bright one there. I'm pretty sure we didn't see that on the other one, right? So it must have been cloudy. It's amazing camera though, isn't it? I think it's doing a better job than the big camera I got. Until I get them both running together, we won't be able to know, I guess. But they should have the similar sensor on it. But this is a newer camera, I guess. So it might be slightly newer version of the sensor. It's really quiet, isn't it? Sure. Let's amp it up. It's not windy that night, you see. Max volume. We'll hear the jet coming, I hope. I don't know. 1:11 in the morning. What idiots are up at that time of night? Me. Is that outside or is that on the mic? I think I can hear a plane, but I think it might be outside the window. Come on, plane, where are you? Yeah, it's another plane outside. Anyway. Come, where are you? Well, we might be able to see some other things on there that I might have missed though, so it's not too bad just watching it, just in case I missed something. We just need an alien grade just to walk past. And everybody's saying, Stan Romanek Faker. Now that would be hilarious. And also scary at the same time. Because I know I'm not faking it if it does happen. Oh, here we go. I can hear the plane now. There we go. And look how overexposed it is. You can't see no light configuration patterns. And you can see the contrail. It's amazing. Even though you wouldn't see it with your eyes. So it's colour night vision with some infrared. And there's the wind. And it's noticed, I just wonder if the air, the jet passing over top caused that air rush, right? Makes sense that it somehow disturbs the airflow. It looks like it's far away there, but I can guarantee it's under 1,000 feet. It's probably only, probably it might even be less than that even, because it's coming down heading towards the airport. Which is like 20 minutes drive away. So that was the fourth capture, and the third one, we had some problems, didn't we? Non-corrupted vision. So let's have a look at this one. Hay fever now. How are we going for time? Okay. Okay, so I think again this is going to be at the end of the video, but we're just zooming. Oh, did I just see something then? I'll just play that again. Up the volume. Thought I saw a flash. There. What was that? What was that? That makes no sense. I didn't see that before. Again, could it be cloud there, but you can see stars there? It's still playing, by the way. I haven't paused it, I don't think. Or have I? Oh no, I must have paused it. Let's just go back on that one. Is it playing? Okay, let's just see where that flash happens. Could it be lightning? I don't know. Pretty weak lightning if it is. Was that corruption maybe? Could that be radiation burst? Maybe that's the first radiation burst on the sensor. Or it could even be a meteorite. And it seemed to be on an angle too, so it can't be radiation burst. Oh, hang on. But it's going through a dome cover, but that shouldn't matter. Because the radiation will go on the sensor. So that's got to actually be real light, because it's being bent by the fisheye. But what the hell was it? It's got to be a meteorite. Another mystery. I might have to upload this one too. Maybe you can play it on your bigger screens or something. What seconds does it happen at? 5 seconds? Did I miss it? There. About 14, wasn't it? So let's do a frame by frame there. I wasn't expecting that because I never saw it when I captured it at the time. Where's Plex? He normally would be watching the clips and tell me he saw something I missed. He obviously didn't do this one. So yeah, it's a bit seconds away. But somewhere after here. What the hell is that? What is it? It could be a meteorite shower, couldn't it? Kind of looks like it's got towels on it. Hey, it could be our first capture of a meteorite shower. What is over New Zealand at the moment for meteorite showers? Let's find out. I find this stuff interesting, but if you're bored with what I'm doing, don't stay. Meteorite shower, Christchurch, New Zealand. Let's see if we've got some dates. Okay, meteorite showers in New Zealand. Centauroids, gamma normids, and pi puppets. Okay, so we're not in any of those months, are we? 13 more views, rows. Okay. Okay, what else we got? So we're looking for December. I don't think it's a camera glitch, bro. So it could be these ones. No, maybe not. Geminoids, December the 14th. What was the date on the video? Can you remember? I think it was the 9th, wasn't it? 10th. So now, I suppose that's the peak, though. So we've got to read out the comments. The best time to watch December. So how many days after? What's that one? Censorship hour, maximum peak meteorites per hour. Well, quite a lot for this one. 120 an hour. And what's this one? Nearest bright star, Castor. Okay, we need to find out where that is. And it's going to create a 7.3 magnitude. Is it? I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure what that is. Too much to learn. Too much. Overload. Declination coordinate. Whatever that is. Like I said, there's lots to learn in this field. And I don't think people... So that goes from December the 7th to 14th. So we're smacking the zone there. So Castor, let's see if it lines up on our map. Castor. Is that... It's not Jasper the ghost. Star map. New Zealand. Let's see if it comes up. Oh, here we go. Star charts. Can we make sense of this, guys? Jupiter. Check the Star Dome website each month to download free charts. Star chart for December. Okay, that's what we want. And we want the... Oh god. So which is north, south. So we got to flip it so south this is way. But the flash was around about in the middle there, wasn't it? Is that Casper there? Can't quite see on that map. It sucks. Need to better rotate it. What do we got here? South, southwest. Now that's behind the house. We want east, west, east. southeast here. How's that work? You'd have to flip it, mirror it. Oh no, we just have to rotate it that way. So what's that one? December. And how's that work? It's got all those different times. East. Okay, so it's got to be in the lower half here. Okay, so where's Casper? It's got to be. I think we might have to use Into the Sky site. I can't quite see it on this stupid map. So much to learn. Let's try a different site. How to use it, yeah. Star map, Southern Skies. There's another one. Okay, south again is over here. East is over there. Okay, can we see Castor? Castor the Ghost. Let's see. Amiga. There's the Southern Cross, which I said looked like we saw that on one of those videos. And the 2 pointers. And I don't see Castor. Damn it. How do we search? Can we search on it? That's what I was afraid of. Where else can we go? Castor. Let's just put that in quotes. Alright. Castor and Pollex. They've got strange names. Yeah, I reckon it's got to be on this one. But yeah, this one is yuck. Jupiter. Can we see Pollex? Maybe it's near that. Yeah. It's near the Southern Cross there. Which is called Cux. Is that Italian? No, not Italian. What do you call it? The language stands for cross. Spanish, is it? Cruz. So I reckon it's here somewhere, and we know it's got to be there because that's probably where we saw the flash. What's that say there? Okay, I'm still confused. What's that? Meteorite showers. Here we go. Start burning up 63 miles above your head. Okay, but does it give us an orientation? Really make it to 25 miles. It looked like it was in that range there, right? And we're on the ground, which we got the beehive. Then we got the edge of the house here, and it did actually flash in that region. So it sort of lines up for that. What's that? But we still haven't found that location on the map. Features the moon. It's got more listed here on that one. Let's have a look. Now, we've been here before. Ah, there it is. And it's not in the right place. It's north east. It's not in the right place. We're down here. And we saw it about here. What were they saying? Starts off at northeast. Okay, maybe that's how we're misreading it then. Nearest bright star. But is that true? Beetlejuice, guys. I would have thought it would have been these ones that was nearer. So I'm not too sure. What's that there, though? Something cloud. So, yeah. So I'm a wee bit confused about that, and then in that case. But on the other map, it did look like it was in the regional sky where we'd like to see it. So it might be something to do with these numbers here. But I think that's what we got. Geminids. That was what that was at. And it kind of looks like it's got little tails on it, right? So according to them, this is northeast over here. This is where they should be. So it doesn't sort of match up with that one. Let's take a snapshot. And maybe we can run it through some filters, or we'll keep stepping it. Alright. And they're gone. Strange. But then again, they do go quick, don't they? And that was gone in 1 second. Gone in 60 seconds. Gone in less than 1 second. Anyway, we're meant to be seeing the plane. Just going to skim. You can see the cloud moving here. Kind of like time-lapsed. That's quite cool. I should do a time-lapse version of all the images and just tie it together. Ah, there we go. Now we can see the flashing light on this one. Okay, let's have a look. Here's the Southern Cross, I think. See the Southern Cross here, and it's got the 2 pointers, but I'm not too sure. Because I can see crosses everywhere. You see it better with your eyes, though. So that could be Southern Cross here. And that looks like 2 pointers there. So I don't know. Maybe there's a false cross and a real cross. There we go. Here we go. Okay, you can see the flashing strobe light. And it's not red. Well, maybe it is. Maybe a slight tinge of red in it. See that there? Can't see any shape whatsoever in it. Can see multiple flashes there underneath tail light, is it? Multiple flashes there. Let's just grab one of those. Those are good ones to get. Just step it. There's a flash. Another flash there, I think. Flash every second. So that gives away a plane, doesn't it? And flash, flash. But I don't see any red. Colour night vision, you're letting us down. We grab that one. Yeah, I should share that one too, shouldn't I? Well, I think about it. Which one was it now? Non-corrupted third capture. I think it was that one. If you want to have a close look at yourself. Drive. New. Upload. Yeah, I really wanted to. We're gonna have to get your link to that video, like I showed you on the screen here, and we have to get Gabber on to see if that looks like what he saw. So we have to do that another day, I think. Non-corrupted, that one there, I think it was. There it goes. It won't take long. Whoosh. Go recent. And right click. Share. Change it to anyone with the link. Viewer. Copy link. Done. And paste it in the side. Meteorite. Jet. There we go. See if you can get access to it. Probably take Google like 20 minutes to process it so it's playable like a YouTube video. But you're best to download it and watch it on your PC. That way it's, it's not been mucked around with. Alright, so we got some snapshots to look at. Open up a second link here so I didn't have to go in and out of folders, and I totally forgot. So I have to go back one. So this was the AK meteorite one. AKA. Open. Let's have a look. That's the one. Yeah, this new camera's paying dividends, I think. It's quite good. Paste into a new image. And let's have a better look at it. They look like separate objects. And I'm pretty sure the curvature is because of the lens there. And it looks like they've got tails, huh? Definitely looks like they're going thinner. I don't think that would be two planes. And why would they only show up for an instant? You saw how clear the other plane was. And definitely is not, you can see all stars. Stars all around. So there's no cloud. Definitely no cloud this time. Brightness. Definitely no clouds. Unfortunately, we need a higher pixel rate. One day, maybe next year, I'll upgrade the camera. I don't know, it depends on money. Money's always the problem. So CPU's clugging a bit. Could that be very thin cloud there? Could be. Changing the blackness a wee bit. But obviously it's very thin cloud of the sun there. And you can see, I think they're all stars. That one we just saw. But it's a bit hard to know. This does look like stars there, very small, very small, faint. I don't think it's noise. Probably should have mucked around with it. I did actually find a nice sweet spot there. Yeah, it's definitely got some control happening there. And that one's definitely a cone shape happening. There's a meteorite burns up. Now, what's that there up there? That's a fairly bright star. Come on, CPU. Oh, yeah, that's a bright star there, but it's not Castor. That's a good one. Maybe stars. Yeah, there's not much we can do with it, is it? It's just too pixelated, but I think we captured our first meteorite shower. I've never seen I've seen a fireball, but I've never seen a meteorite shower. Just goes to show, if you're not looking at the sky at the right time, you just don't see it. And that was, I was going to keep that open. This was the plane. I was just going to have a look at the lights on this. And I got some daylight footage to look at. Okay, so I want to grab that one. Huh? Is that a new feature? What's going on here? Copy. Oh, it might have been the clipboard. Okay, yeah. Maybe I didn't copy it right. Yeah, there we go. Resize. And there's our strobe lights blinding the camera. And it looks like a cloud here, look. A little tiny one. But yeah, it's definitely no red strobe. And that's the problem with the Sony sensors. When you do get a light source, it blinds it. I think if we had a lot more pixels though, that would help. Yeah, that's terrible. But you can see the contrail though, and the cloud. But you can't see any plane shape to it, can you? It's just totally blinded by the lights on the plane. It's a UFO, man. Sounds like a jet. Probably need like an infrasound, need like a smartphone out there to have infrasound, and we could be streaming infrasound graph live at the same time too. So many things that can be done in this research. A plane passing a UFO cloud. It does kind of have a UFO shape to it, like it's cloaking. Conspiracy, conspiracy, fraud, fraud. Yeah, I know. But I'm joking. But other people would be serious, you know. Yes, so we have a look at some of the daylight footage now. The sky stuff was very interesting, I must admit. We caught stuff there I didn't see. And we got daytime first capture, so we'll look at that one first. And you can see there's a lot of cloud. But now we got full color, right? But will we see the flashing lights? Unlikely. I can hear a plane. Where do you think it's going to come from? South, because they seem to come from south a lot. Ah, do you see it though? Sounds like it's right overhead. Oh no, there it is. And it looks like it's a white plane. There's no mistaking that as a plane, is it? And that down here, if it was a fraud, I could say it was a UFO. But it's actually an insect. I'd have to zoom right out to be able to get the pointer back. Oh, I can only see it on that. You have to really zoom in. But there's actually a little bee here. Insect. See if we can see more bees. I'll just play it back a few times. Ah, there saw a bee. A UFO. And a bee. You can see how fast they fly, you know. Especially with the air current. Let's just go back. Look at that one. This went way up here. And back around again. That one did a loopity-loop. Oh, let's just go back to that. That's quite cool. Come on, bee. Where are you? Probably might pause it and do it frame by frame. Oh, there it is. See that? Look how fast that changed. Who would have thought a little stumpy old bee could fly that fast? But yeah, it kind of looks like you can see the wings on it even. See that? And the legs. Remember that one Area 51 I said was a blowfly? You can see wings and legs sticking out, but it's pixelated. Well, there's a pixelated bee. You can see that's what it looks like. You can say, oh, it could be anything. It's a UFO, man, not an insect. Bollocks. Okay, reduce step frame from there. Alright, deformed, but now it's got a B-shaped body to it. See that? Which you could see on that Area 51 one I was doing. You can see the fly shape. Bees have a certain shape to it. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Oh, there it goes. And yeah, you can see the sun reflecting off it on one side, right? Oh, and that's got another nice shape to it there. Look at that. And you can see it's got an aura around it, a halo. That's data compression. See that? It's not got a force field. How many people say it's a force field? And how many talking heads that people respect, like Lou and oh, I don't know who else said, oh, you can see the force field around the Navy Nimitz videos, right? No, it's compression, you morons. And you can see it on there, on these ones here too, with the light. And that's the sort of compression artifacts you get. Oh, I forgot to do next frame. But it looks like it headed straight down to the hive entrance there, right? So where's this plane? There it is, just coming into frame now. Alright, so let's just zoom up on that. You can see there's a lot of bees in the sky there, see that? They're way up there. It's amazing. Bees are amazing creatures. In fact, they're flying away, I think. As you can see, they're fading away. Or faded away. Let's see, there's some either data corruption there, or there's some bees also in the image behind it. And it could be a bee there. See that? It's just one little pixel. And there's another one just popped up. See that? And there's that one flying from the hive. Or another one, I should say. And that's doing a loopity-loop too. It's amazing. They seem to have a pattern to their flight. Flying around circle. Where's it going to? Getting its bearings. The compass bearings. Flying north now. So it's quite interesting, bees. They fly around a circle and then decide where they're going. That's definitely a plane, isn't it? And you can see, if you zoom out, how small it is on that camera. And we still can see a good definition, but at night time, the lights blind it and we don't see the shape. And now it's stuffed up, I think, because I zoomed out. There we go. Ah, there's more bees coming. Ah, it's come behind the cloud. Look at that. It's got cloaking technology. Oh no, it might be just blended into the cloud. Is it going into the cloud? No, it actually looks like it's passing through the cloud there. So that looks like 1,000 feet up, doesn't it? And we got some... It's disturbing the cloud itself by the looks of it. Yep. It's interesting. big bee pass by. I was just holding down the next frame. Didn't know you could do that. Always learning something new. Hold down the E button on VLC and it just keeps on skipping. Certainly a lot of bees around. Yeah, apparently bees work themselves to death, right? Sounds like some humans. They work non-stop for 6 weeks and then they simply die. And the queen's got to keep laying new workers. Slave to the queen. Okay, the next one's not so good. Next capture, same day. You can tell by the clouds. This one, oh actually it's the better one. Okay, the better one. Okay, let's just have a look. I didn't keep the bad one. And this one's at the front too, and it comes down this way. Yeah. Should be watching out for other stuff other than bees and planes though, but you can see the bees are distracting. You can see them whizzing around there. They got some birds this time. Okay, you'll see this bigger plane. It's a good catcher, really close. Might be lower down even. Oh, look, we even got a bird. Here we go. Let's see if we can spot it. Here it comes. Do you see it? Coming from north, from the south north. I mean west north. So it's coming from behind the house, heading off north to the North Island, I guess, because it would be coming down here otherwise to the airport. So this one's a good capture, but maybe I was just being a wee bit over zealous on it. And it does look like it's more defined. Man, that's moving, isn't it? That's going fast. So no wonder I don't see it. Time I move my other camera around to zoom on to it. Time I've done that, it's gone. But you can see there's a flight path from the south as well as from that direction where the planes are coming from. And I can't see any blinking lights. Excuse me. Hay fever. Can you see any lights flashing? That to me is a really good capture. So yeah, it looks like it's going towards the ground, but it's not. It's just flying in a straight line. If you're outside watching that, it's going in a straight line. You know how people are saying that UFOs are going into volcano. If this was a volcano here, you can see, you could say that plane's flying into a volcano, but it's not. It's flying in a straight line right over top of our head. And that's why frauds like Hammy Mazan should never ever be listened to, and anyone that promotes them, third phase, goof on, because they're telling lies. UFOs do not fly into volcanoes, they're planes, because there's an airport behind, just like there's an airport over here. But this one obviously is heading off to Nelson, Wellington thing. So if you look on the map on New Zealand, it's flying, it come from behind here, flew this way, so it looks like it might be heading to Wellington, which is over here if you drew a straight line. And if it was going to Auckland, it would be more heading north all the time, because Auckland's up here on that weather map. Oh yeah, probably can't do it on that. Anyway, I might just make that one available and you can download it and have a good look if you want to. And this is why it's called the long white cloud, the country of the long white cloud, because we get a lot of white cloud over top, and they always see the cloud over the island of New Zealand before they see the island. That's why it got called that. So I might just upload that one. That'll do. And I'm going to have to wrap up, I think. Today's been different, you know. It's been like an analysis day. I should have called it analysis day. 1000 upload analysis day. Full upload. And we want the second one. Great capture. And finished. It takes UFO Bro all night to upload a video. I don't know what's going on there, mate, with your end, but you can see it's easy peasy for me. And there's the great capture. You know, when the icon changes, they've processed it. So we could probably preview that one now. And it's playable. There you go. And you could download it, right? Download the proper video, or you can preview it here. So we want to share that one. Great one. Yeah, that one. Always puts the one you access at the top all the time. Share. Share for everybody. Viewer, default, copy, and done. And daytime jet. I can hear another one going overhead right now. If we're quick, I might be able to bring it up. Yeah, probably too slow. You know, they're only there for 10 seconds, aren't they? And they're gone. You can see there's definitely a thin layer of clouds everywhere. Yeah, it's gone. Too late, Paul. You have to be quick. And you can see the sun's now heading west. And you can see how it's lighting up. Looks like my dad's outside mucking around the bees, so I better turn that off. Yeah, see if you can download those or watch them or whatever. Autofocus, yeah, it's set to infinity, I believe, for the fisheye, right? So everything should be in focus. You need a good DSL camera for night filming. Well, those cheap Chinese ones look like they're doing a pretty good job to me. That's probably why that, what's his name, McGowan, is using them, as well as other cameras that they rotate and zoom in, and basically what I'm doing, you know. I had the same idea. It's just a matter of getting the money together to actually pay for it and build it. Need lots of things, you know. What we need is someone that's really serious in UFO research, that's actually rich, you know, and actually buy people each year, like for Christmas, a new camera or something to help them aid in the research of this field, you know. So that Bigelow could easily buy a Christmas camera package for Gabba, me, and write it off in tax. Unfortunately, though, in New Zealand, you're only allowed to gift up to about $500 unless you say it's second-hand parts and costs nothing, right? And you just send in parts to you. Or you falsely claim it's only worth $500 because you've used it, which is what a lot of people do, I guess. But they get a bit suspicious if you keep getting these parcels that got high-tech cameras in it. Oh, well, you know, everybody's always trying to screw us over for our money. So, yeah, I'm not sure what happens if it's a gift over $1,000 in New Zealand where you have to pay tax on it. It's ridiculous, really. The government needs to stand back from that bullshit. But I guess if they only wanted to document it, then it's written on the package anyway. Because they might be thinking of money laundering and drugs. That's what it's all about. But, yeah, our privacy is all taken over by the governments in the world, and we're not free at all. I hate it. I really hate. I hate all the spying on us and censorship on us. It's out of control, and people should be voting for the right people to get that sorted out, and people are not in America. They're all this anti-Trump mentality, right? And Democrats are just worst people under the sun for censorship. So the Twitter files, you've probably heard about that. If you're not, go and check up and read on it, because mainstream media are not covering it. And Elon Musk is exposing all the fraud between the White House and the corporation before he bought it up. It's quite interesting what stuff's being revealed, how they would censor anyone that was pro-Trump and ignore any bad stuff that other people were doing. And that's not a fair system. But anyway, it disgusts me anyway. You know, I'm not left or right, but I'm down the middle, but I'm for truth, right? And if I see corruption in government, it just makes me sick. But anyway, I'm just going to wrap up on that, guys. And yeah, UFO Bro, I'm pretty sure you should be able to figure out after today how to get that Google Drive working and posting me that link, like I've just done 3 times today. And then we can go from there next time. No, I'm not talking about QAnon. That's just a false flag nonsense. It's QAnon is not a real thing. In fact, people have, what was it, Lions Ground proved that the guy was making predictions, and he was actually posting it from a different time zone, so it looked like he was posting it before it actually was known, and he was actually posting it an hour after it was known. So you got to watch out for scumbags like that. It's different on a iPhone. Yeah, but I just told you. I read out the iPhone instructions. They give you more buttons instead to do it. So you got to push the copy link button, not the share button. So once you've uploaded it, you just go back to where I actually said. I had it on the screen here, but maybe I didn't copy and paste it. All you have to do is type in Drive, Google, iPhone, sharing, file, I mean. And you'll find, it should have been the top link. It should have worked. What did I miss? Alright, I misspelled it. That's why. Fine. Try that one. It comes up with this one up the top here. Share files, iPhone. I'll post a link to it. And it's got the step instructions but no screenshots, which I find is sucky, but how to share file from Google Drive. Anyway, we can take this over to Discord and I'll wrap up the show. Okay. So the instructions were, again, on your own phone, open up Google Drive. So that's sharing a document. Nope. Choose to share with many people. Publish a file. Create a Google site. And that wasn't the instructions. It must be. That's a general thing. It's one of the sublinks, I think. Hang on, let's just find share. Wiki. Before we got a list of the commands, so what have I done wrong? Sharing. Alright, instead of saying sharing file, share a link file. Here we go. No, that's not it. Oh, jeez. I had it up before. How to share file. It's not the sharing button. This one's got images. Let's see. Open up Drive. Documents, photos, sample. Link sharing. Okay, it's got a copy link there. So whereabouts is that? Is this on iPhone? Yes, it is. iPhone, Google Drive icon. And then you get a list of folders and files, I guess. Tap on the folder you want to share. There's an icon with the 3 horizontal dots. There. But you did a file, so in the case it should be a file, and you click on the 3 dots and you tick on link sharing by the looks of it. Choose anyone, then you go back to this one and then you go copy link, and then you can go to any program and paste it. Telegram they're going to. Go to new message or email and long press in the text field, tap and hold. Type the message and paste. The tap and hold comes up with paste. It's the same on Android. And paste the link what I did like on the side chat. I'll give you that link there. Looks like that one there might be more correct unless they've updated the app for iPhone. See how you go with that. Anyway, it's not much more I can help you with there. And yeah, Discord. So we normally got a room up here called, alright, Gabbers there. I will read that in private though. We got a room up here for new to Discord. I'm not sure what Plex has put in there. Sharing a file on iPhone. using copy link. Now, if you don't make it available to everybody, even if you do copy the link, it'll be private. So you got to make sure you change the permissions before you copy the link and paste it. Anyway, I'll drag that onto the other screen and maximize it. See what Gabber had to say. I had no power. Ah, damn. Men in Black again, guys. Let's see, it's probably safe to share that actually. I'll just drag it back. There's nothing private there. Oh, I've lost the handle. Come on. Oh yeah, so this is what I said. I have no power. Second time it has failed today. Energy company sent me a SMS. Oh, damn. Men in Black. We will try again next live. And if you can install the Jitsi app, UFO Bro, then you can join Gabber on voice and actually talk about what you filmed, and that would be great. We'll try next live, hopefully with UFO Bro if he's around. But that's another problem, getting people around when you do a live stream. Hopefully UFO Bro footage. And because I had it do not disturb, I don't get any beeps during the show, right? So that's why I didn't know he was there. Because he should have been on the side chat posted. I'm not sure if he was or not, but he wasn't. As far as I know. So let's just skim that. Oh, no, that's alright. That's why I always put an extra one there just in case of extra clicks. Okay, so how's it going here? Back on the other screen again. Blue Chicken, he's just showing up. Oh, oops. We're just rounding up. I don't think there was any. Did I miss Gabber at all? No. QAnon is different on iPhone. Done that copy link. Now you got to paste it. But if you've not shared it to anyone, then even if I click it, it will say access denied, you see. But yeah, it's just a matter of learning it. It's a labour of love, Paul. One can expect to make, I think 18 wheels left in there. I'm just trying to read what it's saying there. One can't expect to make money doing what we do. Well, other people do. And they buy nice cameras and they don't use them. You know, who's that? Ah, Tyler. Fashionably late. Yeah, you certainly are. And Gabber got a power cut. And he must be another power cut, but wasn't he online when we looked? Oh no, it doesn't say. It says invisible. So he could be gone again. I don't know. Anyway, we'll catch up with him later. And yeah, I'll say goodnight all guys and just leave it there. I think we covered most of the stuff. Got too much stuff open here. Let me just check. If not, I'll cover it next time if I've missed anything. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to take that long and we get on to other stuff, but yeah, I thought we were going to talk about Gabbers Orb and see that the plasma one is different to his other captures. So We just have to prove it to people, you know. We did the woken quite a bit. That was a lot of work on that one. Okay, so yeah, I think we're up. See what happens meantime. Maybe I'll catch even something more interesting on camera. You never know. Just got to keep looking, guys. It takes a lot of time. So say good night all on the side chat. Hopefully more find out about us and join us on the side chat, because the more the merrier. And that's throwing wood around outside. And so I'm just gonna kick off the end credits. Was it not opening? Wrong one, is it? No. Did I close it down? No. There it is. Here we go. And I got a dash to the toilet. There we go. Well, hopefully you enjoyed what we did. I know it can be boring to many out there, but even I learnt some things there, mucking around. And it's amazing what you spot the second time or third time you watch something. You've just got to keep on it, you know. The Matrix Kiwi is shutting down the studio, turning off the radio antenna. The Matrix, that changed our life, that movie, didn't it? It's so ingrained now in everybody's psyche. It created a lot of fantasy and chills even more that we live in a Matrix. It's good fantasy though. Hey, good night guys, Shogun and UFO Bro. Thanks for doing this.